Now, my next guest might be known to you as one of the best and most famous guitarists of all time, but he has said he'd rather be remembered for his work helping animals than his music or work in science. Following the success of the inaugural Born Free tour in 2012, the legendary Queen guitarist Brian May and the First Lady of the West End, singer Carrie Ellis, are teaming up for a second Born Free tour. And to tell us about it, Brian May joins me now. Good morning.
Hello, Amy.
How are you?
I'm very good. I was getting lulled to sleep there by Ed Sheeran.
It's a great song, isn't it?
He's a good boy, isn't he, really?
You can't complain about it, that's for sure. So tell me about the Born Free tour, because you've done one already and it went very, very well.
We did, yes, and it was kind of London and home counties, and everyone complained, why weren't we going further afield? So now we are, and we thought it would be nice to just take it, particularly up north, a little bit to the west, and ending up in Dublin. But we'll be in Salford before you know it.
In June, yes, June the 25th.
June, yeah.
So Born Free is a foundation that helps Africa's lions, is that correct?
Yes, it's been going for a long time, run by Virginia McKenna, who some of you may know originally played Joy Adamson in the original Born Free film years and years ago. And she basically gave up her career to go into animal welfare around the world, and she's been saving lions and elephants in so many situations. Her belief is that every animal deserves to be free, every creature, which is an opinion I share.
Yeah. And how did you get involved with the Born Free Foundation?
We met at a book festival where we were both talking about the same thing, strangely enough, except I was talking about foxes and badgers in this country and she was talking about lions and tigers in Africa. And we bonded immediately and said that we would help each other. It's great, actually. The animal charities used to be a bit of a disparate thing, they used to be rather fragmented, but now everyone has come together, particularly in this Team Badger campaign, which is an amalgamation of all the great animal charities in Britain, including the RSPCA, I4, etc., Badger Trust. And we now work together, so we're much more of a force to be reckoned with in trying to give animals a voice. Because you have done the work against fox hunting and the work with the badgers as well, haven't you? Because I've definitely read an awful lot about that. And sometimes it does surprise me when you hear about somebody who's known as a rock and roll guitarist who works with animals. Yeah, it's always been a passion, I always felt that the human race has got it wrong. We, for some reason, think we're the only important species on this planet. But it's not so. There's no reason to believe that. And so when you look at the way that we treat other animals with whom we're supposed to be sharing this planet, it's a shock, I think, And I really think things should be changed, and we work on that basis. So you've teamed up with Carrie for the tour last time, and it's going to be Carrie again. How did you meet Carrie? Carrie was our first meet in We Will Rock You 10 years ago. We're still running in the West End, and we have a tour about to begin, an international tour, as you might know. But Carrie was a phenomenon from the second she walked in. She's an amazing interpreter of songs, and she is like the first young woman of the West End now, but she's also a rock singer, and that's what's inspired me. I don't have Freddie to work with anymore. I need someone to bounce off in terms of songs. I always think it's pointless. I love producing records. I love writing songs. I love playing guitar and everything. But if you don't have the right singer, in a sense, you're wasting your time. So I kind of determined very quickly that this was the voice I'd like to work with. So she's kind of a musical muse. Yeah, she's incredible. She's also very up, and nothing's too much trouble. And she's not a starry kind of person. So to me, it's great to work with someone like that who's just always up for anything. And the last tour was acoustic, wasn't it? Will that be what we can expect if we come along to this one? Yeah, it's mainly acoustic, very intimate, very loose, and we tell stories and we have a laugh. And we interpret songs. So really it's different every night, and very different from the huge productions that both of us are used to doing, actually. So we really enjoyed it. It seems to be a different way of exploring material and getting intimate with an audience. Oh, that's fantastic. And you must be very pleased. You mentioned a couple of minutes ago that the We Will Rock You musical's going from strength to strength. You just said it's on tour soon. Yes, we have an international tour. It goes to Turkey and all kinds of places. We Will Rock You has enveloped the world in the same way as Queen has, in a strange way. It's amazing.
So what else are you up to? We've seen you recently performing with Lady Gaga, Adam Lambert. You were at the Olympics ceremony. There's a lot going on for you.
Yeah, you know me. I'm up for anything, as Carrie would say.
You're not one to take it easy, are you? That's for sure.
No, I love a challenge. I really do. And I love things that are dangerous and live and real. So that's what we will be on tour.
And all the proceeds go to the Born Free Foundation?
Yes, we've been... Yeah. We will hopefully have a live album out as well, and we will give the proceeds to that, to the Born Free. I mean, to be honest, it's not really money they need. It's attention. It's awareness. The world needs to know that this is going on. So that's what we're really doing.
And do you think it's important, as somebody who obviously has reached the level of fame that you have, everybody knows your name and knows your face, that you should then use that fame for something good?
Well, that's the way I feel, and I feel... We all get busy in our lives, and in the right way. Of course, our priorities have to be feeding ourselves and feeding our children, bringing up a family, But when you get past that and you look at why we might be on this planet, I think most of us feel that we should be doing something to make things better for future generations.
And you clearly are. Thank you so much for chatting to us, Brian. All the very best with the Born Free tour and, of course, with We Will Rock You. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Amy.
Take care. Bye. That was Brian May. That's just incredible. I got a little bit nervous before that interview, actually. What an absolute legend. He is supporting Born Free, the Born Free Foundation, who look after Africa's lions, amongst other threatened species. He'll be joining up with Carrie Ellis, who is sort of teamed as the First Lady of the West End, and they're going to be touring the country in this Born Free tour, and they'll be at the Lowry, so on our doorstep, right on our doorstep in Salford on June the 25th, and it's kind of a candlelit acoustic gig. It sounds like it's going to be absolutely incredible. Listen to Amy in for Becky on BBC Radio Manchester. We'll catch up with your news headlines next.